enforcement into a weapon to attack their political enemies. This FBI, this Department of Justice, is content to remain thoroughly political and partisan, and it's deeply, deeply concerning.
That was Senator Ted Cruz on this program last weekend, and it was one day before the FBI executed a search warrant on President Trump's home in Florida. It was the first time in the country's history that a former president's home was searched by federal agents. Joining me right now is the former Department of Defense Chief of Staff, Kash Patel, and former House Intelligence Committee Chairman, Devin Nunes. He is now currently the CEO of Trump Media and Technology Group. Great to see you both, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maria.
Nobody knows the Russia collusion lie better than the two of you. You broke open the story and educated the public that it was all made up from the start. So let's begin there. Kash Patel, what tie does this seize and search in President Trump's home have to do with the Russia collusion story?
Thanks, Maria. And look, it starts and ends with Russiagate. The corruption and the two-tier system of justice that Devin and I exposed during Russiagate has been carried out to the Hillary Clinton email investigation scandal, to the Hunter Biden laptop, to Jan 6, and now to the raid on President Trump's home. And let me clarify. Basically, the same corrupt FBI government gangsters, the same agents that were involved in Russiagate, the same counterintelligence agents that were involved in making the bad false call on Hunter Biden's laptop, or you are going to see are the same counterintelligence agents that helped raid or assist in the raid to President Trump's home. And why is that a problem? Because these agents knowingly break their oaths of office in the law, get promotions, and we need to demand their names. Guys like Auten and Tybalt and other guys who also stood up to fake Whitmer prosecution in Michigan. When Devin and I first marched down to DOJ to expose the likes of Peter Strzok, they laughed us out of the building. But what happened? He was placed on administrative leave because he broke his oath of office, and you're going to find that exactly is what's happening here. And that it is a counterintelligence investigation means it's being run out of FBI headquarters as a national security case by these same select few of corrupt politicians who are acting as FBI agents.
So Devin Nunes, you came out with the Nunes memo in 2018 and exposed all of them. Is it the same documents that they want to have under lock and key that they wanted to get from Trump's home?
Well, look, I don't think we know that, because I'm not sure they even got a whole lot of documents anyway. They haven't even accounted for them. But Maria, I would only disagree with Kash. I don't normally disagree with Kash, but I think this actually goes back pre-Russiagate hoax. I think this goes back to the IRS scandal where they targeted conservatives. I think it goes back to Fast and Furious during the Obama administration, where they ran guns and tried to set people up. You remember? And then innocent Americans ended up getting killed. It goes back to Benghazi. They got away with that. And then you have to remember, it was late 2015 or 16 that we get to the plan where the Clinton campaign, working with dirty cops at DOJ and FBI and the media, I must say, where they set up to spy on the Trump campaign and ultimately Republicans and frame an innocent man that then led to what? So that was the Russia hoax that then led to the Mueller witch hunt. So all of this stuff is intertwined, and then you just fast forward, Kash mentioned, the Whitmer case and Jan 6 and whether or not federal agents were involved in that. So you just stair step, and then ultimately this leads to what? This leads to something never done in American history before. You had a president's home ransacked by the same goons that were involved in all of this. And I would say that a lot of people have criticized, the FBI and the DOJ, and I think rightfully so. But someone are making these calls. And I would say that the people that have been involved in all those scandals that I just listed are the very same people that are now in charge of the DOJ and are at the White House.
So you're talking about Susan Rice, you're talking about Jake Sullivan, and you're talking about Lisa Monaco, who is the Deputy Attorney General?
Look, yeah, if you don't believe that those people were involved, you're living under a rock somewhere. And look, you only have to go as far as this. You can just look at how they produce their narratives. They come out with their narratives. Remember, the raid happened on Monday, and nobody had even asked this yet. This was only a few, within minutes or a few hours after this raid, or during this raid when President Trump announced it on True Social, I might add. He announces that,
Yeah.
and then what happens? They immediately say, the White House didn't know anything about this. And then on Friday, when Merrick Garland, who shows up an hour late to give his what looked like a hostage crisis, he looked like he was painfully going out there. He looks like he just got the hell beat out of him. And what happens? They say, the White House knew nothing about this. Well, look, that tells you the White House knew everything about this. If you don't believe the Deputy Attorney General and the top people at the White House know this, you've been living under a rock.
All right, hold on. We're going to